Well, time to take Beaver up.
Switch 1, flat up stabilization on.
I noticed over on the web forums that, what is his name? We'll just call him Dick Guy. He, not warranty guy, but anyway, we'll just call him Dickhead Guy. He wanted to know why, Oz had posted a beaver on a tundra thread. It's so funny though, these people, they are just so maligned in this world. They really are. You know, and it's interesting that the web attracts them, and I guess perhaps first flight of the Beaver, I guess it has to do, no, with that the real world doesn't tolerate them, so they can't hang out in a community. And yet they still want social interaction, if not anything, you know, so they can be control freaks and assholes. So,
Throttle active. Flaps down. 12.
Leave it.
Flaps down. Flaps up.
So they want to have some sense of belonging to the community and to be heard. I mean, you know, I'm not that way. I'm not a dickhead. I guess if you have to say you're not a dickhead, perhaps you're a dickhead. But yeah, I'm not a dickhead, and it's interesting that they want some sense of belonging and sense of community and sense of control and all that, not necessarily in this order. So they come on there and they service rep is the name of the guy. And yet there's some, you know, they're appalled when people hate on them.
12 volts.
Like, oh, people hate on me. Of course they do. You're a dick. Yeah, service rep. Fuck you. That's why I posted my beaver on the tundra thread. The fuck you. I see Fergie doesn't get wrapped around the axle on these web forums.
11.8 volts.
For the most part, I don't. I just ignore. There was a time where I got wrapped around the axle, and I realized, as I mentioned previously, that it's just not the real world. It's a world. You're gonna get it. Oh, there's some birds.
11.7 volts.
Beaver.
Volts.
Well, I just started charging my 3000 milliamp battery, but I'm only able to do it at 3 amps out of my cigarette lighter adapter on my
11.6 volts.
jump pack. I tell you what, all you gotta do, the charging mechanism that I have for the charger also has clip leads on it, so I could charge it using clip leads and just clip them directly onto the
11.5 volts.
Probably number 10 jumper cables that I have on there. I bet you I'll get a higher amperage there. Really don't want to charge it much over about 3 or 4 amps on a E-Flight battery. So yeah, nothing really big on my plate today. I wanted to fly and carry her out here for exercise.
11.6.
We'll see how the afternoon goes on. I might come down with a sailboat. I hadn't done that in a month of Sundays. winding up my career. About mid-February, I'm done. God almighty, and it's going to come fast. Here's how it works. Berg, you may appreciate this.
11.4 volts.
You are and were a dad. Right about the time of Thanksgiving, the next 60 days, which includes Christmas and the New Year, let's say, fly by. The holidays just cook off time.
11.3 volts.
It's almost appalling. And since I'm waxing philosophic like I have been known to do, I see myself leaving next fall. Wife is talking about maybe hanging on to her birthday, but since she's committed, I'm going to be leaning on her about leaving next May.
11.4 volts.
And our rule of thumb is going to be to try to stay wherever it is we go initially. I mean, to go to spend the night, stay there for 3 days. Well, if I leave in May, June, July, August,
11.3
September,
volts.
October, how many months is that? 5 months? You could rip through some time fairly quickly if you stay at a place a minimum of 3 days. I see initially staying 5 days. We got a friend of ours, really neat
11.3 volts.
really neat lady. Her name's Billy, and she owns a little campground called Hidden River Resort in North Florida. And I see us staying there for 5 days or so on the way out in that May of 18.
11.2 volts.
So I have this idea that if you're careful or not careful, the weeks will fly by on you, and the next thing you know, your summer's over and you're into fall.
Volts.
There's some egrets. Yeah, I got all ideas. Time will get away from you.
11.2 volts.
That's what I think will happen. Got one last warranty issue on my travel trailer. One. And it's the sensor that tells my rig whether it's level or not for auto leveling. That fucker doesn't work. And I gotta carry my rig up to the rig repair place and let them look at that. I'm arguing with myself whether I'm going to do it before I go on vacation this month or after.
11 volts.
I need to make that decision sooner rather than later. Or wait until spring.
11.1 volts.
And by spring I mean February. Egrets are flying around in a big circle.
11 volts.
Might have some on video if it isn't completely occluded with dampness. She's a big girl. She's wanting to swim.
11 volts.
Are you wanting to swim? I get that beaver. I get that beaver, Daddy. I have a
10.9 volts.
110 volt plug in here, and I could actually just plug my charger into the truck and charge that way, but just looking for alternatives for fun. Ah, you almost got it.
10.6 volts from battery.
Time to land. Landing.